So this time around, we have Rambo still teamed up with the Transporter, He-Man, and the Terminator. And they're bringing aboard Blade, El Mariachi, seeking the aid of Fraser Crane, and then kind of replaced John McClane with Han Solo / Indiana Jones. And they're going to take on Martin Riggs. Holy shit. What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Expendables 3, the third one. Expendables 3, of course, you already know pretty much the story of this. Is soldiers, they're older 80s action stars that have, well, not all of them are. Some of them, you know, you got Terry Crews, you got Randy Couture, you got, you know, well, even Jason Statham's not an old 80s star. He's more of like a late 90s, early 2000 action star. This time around, they bring in Wesley Snipes as well as Antonio Banderas and then Fraser Crane. I don't know why I called him Fraser Crane again. Kelsey Grammer helps him along. And then, like I said, usually it was Bruce Willis that was like the outside guy that kind of like got shit going. Well, no Bruce Willis this time, probably because he's a douche. You know, he wants money. They bring in Harrison Ford, holy lord, and then of course, you know, you got Jet Li in it. He's not in it that much in this movie, I must say, but yeah, and they're gonna take on Mel Gibson, who is the bad guy. Wow, where'd they come up with that one? Well, what you find out, though, and you actually see that in the TV spot, is that, well, Stallone and Gibson's characters, they pretty much started the whole Expendables thing, and well, you know, stuff went bad. Mel Gibson's character didn't like what was going on with like the government and all that stuff, so he decided to go bad, and then he's gonna like pretty much do his own thing. And of course, the Expendables are gonna stop him, and they're gonna bring in a fresh face team, I guess you could say, like Kellen Lutz, Ronda Rousey, who thought she could play Wonder Woman, but if you see her acting chops in this movie, stick to fighting. Another dude I forgot too, and yeah, there's two dudes, actually. I don't really know where they're from, but you get what it's all about. Now, we know what this movie's trying to be. It's not trying to be an Academy Award-winning flick. Are you fucking kidding me? Kidding me? We love the other Expendables movies because it's our 80s action stars finally all together, even though they're old as shit, kicking ass, and then you just have surprise cameos, you have some pretty good action, heads are getting blown off, and people are just getting And that's what we love about these movies, so, you know, you already know that you're gonna go in this and it's going to be just sheer entertainment. And was Expendables 3 sheer entertainment? Yes, it was. Was it watered down because it's PG-13, not R-rated this time? Yes, it was. Did it bring down the movie for me? No, it didn't, surprisingly. Yeah, I was kind of worried. I was like, when I heard it was going to be a PG-13, I was like, are you serious? I want to see, like, body parts blow up and blood and gut. If there is none of that, then, of course, there's no F-bombs or anything like that. But you know what? It actually didn't hurt it that much because this movie actually, instead it was just, like, kick down the door and start shooting up the place like the other two were. This one almost had a little bit of a spy element to it. There was like a little more to it, you know, where they had to do stuff where they had to be, you know, communicating with each other, sitting in like, you know, those outs. Well, there's always those moments in these kind of movies where you just, you know, they have to sit out somewhere like a restaurant, like a fancy restaurant that has like patio seating, and you always got one of them out there with their sunglasses by themselves, not looking suspicious at all. So I did like that aspect of it, but sadly, with not really using practical effects, because, like, let's face facts, when the other ones, you had a lot of practical effects. You had a lot of blood splurts, heads just getting, you know, and everything like that. This time they used a lot more CGI, and it didn't look that good. Sometimes it kind of looked like, you know, sci-fi movie on Saturday at 2 o'clock. It's just not the greatest special effects, but what can you do? And when it comes to the characters, you have the normal characters and the added characters. You know what? It was actually nice seeing Wesley Snipes back in the game again, back on the big screen, kicking ass again, and he was acting like the Wesley Snipes that we know. And you know what's funny? They poke fun of his little situation in real life. I really dug that. My most favorite character of this movie, and this is what the other two movies were lacking, just because, you know, they had just like these brooding dudes that just, you know, have high protein diets and not much comedy relief, but in comes Antonio Banderas, and he was fucking hilarious. Maybe not like hilarious, like just dying laughing, but it was just nice to have comic relief in this movie, and he was really funny. He talks really, really fast. He kicks ass. I mean, it's fucking the Desperado, man, El Mariachi. Oh, Love that shit. And there was one line that was said in this movie that had me LOLing for real, guys. And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to tell you who says it. But it's a specific line that somebody belts out, and I died. I died. And I was like, thank you. This movie just went up a notch. So if you're a fan of the other ones, yeah, odds are you're going to like this one too. I mean, it is watered down. It's not as graphic and everything like that. I thought Mel Gibson did a great job being a villain. I mean, he's quirky like that. I mean, he has that villain-esque quality, and it worked for this movie. Of course, you know, you're going in this for sheer entertainment. Don't think it's going to be something crazy, oh my god, you know, and like magnificent. But like I said, I really dug Antonio Banderas' character. I love the comic relief. Everybody else did their thing like they normally did. You know, there was a couple characters that weren't in the movie as much as you might have hoped, but you know, they had to make room for some of these other old fucks. So go see it just for the sheer entertainment. It's our fucking 80s action stars we grew up with, all in one movie, old as fuck, but still kicking ass. You just can't go wrong with that. Go see it, check it out, have fun with it. Not exactly a date movie unless your date likes big hunky old man meat. Then I say take her to there, and then she'll get on your old hunky man meat. Let me know if you saw Expendables 3 down below in the balls area, and hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and please visit filmjunkie.com for your latest in movie news, trailers, and film reviews. Well, alright guys, I am David, the Film Junkie, and I brought you a film review of Expendables 3. Yeah. I mean, I could have done that, but I already, when Escape Plan, I did my review of Escape Plan, I really tackled the whole Stallone and Arnold talking, you know, obvious jokes.